input signal is a voltage. Okay, so input signal is voltage and output signal is current. And as you know, there are three basic elements: resistor, inductor and capacitor, right? Out of these three, the resistor is energy dissipating element and other two are energy storing element, right? Okay. Let us model this electrical series system using a differential equation. So I can apply the KVL here. So I am applying the KVL. Okay, so that will be V into right. The voltage across the resistor, voltage across the capacitor, inductor, and voltage across the capacitor, right? So as you know, the I is equal to dq by dt, right? So I can just put this into this equation. So V will be R dq by dt plus L d square q by dt square plus q by c. Okay, so this is the mathematical modeling of the electrical series system, right? Okay, the second order system. So in this way we have modeled this electrical series system, right? Okay, so let us see the electrical parallel system. So here you can see input signal is voltage, output signal is current. Okay, so let us see the electrical parallel system. So in the electrical parallel system, input signal is current and output signal is voltage, right? And elements are the same, right? So here we can apply the KCL at this node. So apply the KCL at that node. So if I say current flowing through this IR, current flowing through this IL, and this will be the IC, right? So I is equal to IR plus IL plus IC, right? So what is IR? V of T upon R, the voltage across the resistor. What is the IL? And what is IC? Right. Okay. So according to the Faraday's law, you can just put V of T into that equation. So 1 by R T by T plus pi by L C into d square pi upon dt square. Okay, so this will be the I. So just simplify it like this. Okay, so this is also second order system. Input is current, right? So here we have find it out the differential equations or mathematical modeling of all four systems: electrical series, electrical parallel, mechanical translational, and mechanical rotational. So I just take a copy of all those and just compare it. This is a mechanical rotational system equation. And then mechanical translational system. Okay. Okay, so if differential equation form of the two systems are equal, so those systems are called as analogous systems. Okay, so here you can see uh, uh, differential equation of these four systems are same, right? Okay, the form of differential equation of these four systems is same. So we can say that these are the analogous systems or analogous, right? Analogous systems. So if you see that, if we just see the force and voltage analogy, so force will be equal to voltage in voltage analogy, right? So there will be force, voltage, torque, voltage. So these parameters are analogous to each other. Similarly, if you compare the mass with inertia and in the voltage system with inductance and in the current system capacitor. Okay. Similarly, damping resistor in voltage system and conductance in current. Similarly, this 1 by L. Okay, so here you can see these systems are, these parameters are analogous to each other. Okay, so I just formed this table. Now here you can see in the mechanical translational system, so force is an input parameter. Okay, and if you see the mechanical rotational system, torque, and if you see the electrical series system, so there will be the voltage, and electrical parallel system, there will be the current. Okay, the input stimulus. So similarly, other parameters are related to each other like that way. Okay, so if they have given some mechanical systems, okay, so you can just convert that mechanical system into equivalent electrical system by using this analogy. Okay, so here you can see the damping in mechanical translational system will be like a resistance in voltage system. Okay, so like this way these parameters are related. So displacement in mechanical rotational system, angular displacement in mechanical mechanical translational system x, displacement, then theta rotational, and then Q in electrical series system, and pi flux in current system. Okay, so like this way, these systems are analogous to each other because they have the same differential form. Okay, then we will see how to do the mathematical modeling of the control system. In the previous lecture, we have seen how to model a control system using how to model a control system using a differential equation. So for that purpose, we have used the free body diagram. Okay, and using that free body diagram, we have defined the differential equations. Now we will model this particular control system, mechanical system, using some. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we will model this particular mechanical system using one method. Okay, we will draw the nodal equivalent circuit for this mechanical circuit. Mechanical system. So let us see how to obtain let us see the example number 3. Here they have asked about obtain the electrical analogous circuit based on the force current analogy. Okay, so there are two analogies. There are 4 analogies. Like if you see here, so this is force voltage analogy. Then there is a force current analogy. Okay, similarly for torque. So torque voltage analogy, torque current. So FV, FI, TV, and TI. Okay, so these 4 analogies are there. So if they have given the mechanical system, you can use this analogy and convert into the electrical analogous circuit. Okay, so let us see how to convert it. So here you can see they have given the mechanical system, and they ask about calculate the force current analogy, calculate the analogous circuit using a force current analogy. So let us see what is the method of that. So here you can see there are 2 masses, M1 and M2. Okay, and there is one spring element and there is one damping element. Okay, so first step they have given to model that particular control system is that take a number of principal node equal to the number of displacement. Okay, so in this system there are 2 displacements, x1 and x2. So I will take 2 nodes as a principal node. So first step is that take a number of principal node equal to the number of displacements. So I'm taking x1 and x2 as a principal node. Then second step is take one additional node which will be reference node, right? So here you can see the reference node. Now here you can see in this particular mechanical system, this spring and this particular mass is under the displacement of x1, right? And what they have given, always connect the mass and inertia element between principal node and reference node. So here our principal node, if you consider the mass m1 that is under the displacement x1, so x1 will be the principal node for that particular mass, right? So we can connect this mass between the principal node and this reference node. So I'm just connecting that mass m1 between okay. Then I will connect the spring that is also between reference that is also between x1 displacement, right? X1 node and reference node. That will be K1. And this damping element V1, this damping element, so this damping element is between two displacement X1 and X2. So here I will use that. Then this M2 and K2 is under the displacement X2. So here I will just connected M2 between the principal node X2 and the reference node. Then spring is there. So that is also between X2 and reference. Okay. So this is a nodal equivalent for this mechanical system. This is a nodal equivalent system for this particular mechanical system. And here force is applied on this M1 mass. So I will connect the force to this X1 principal node. Okay. Right. So I have drawn the mechanical nodal system. Now from this, I need to obtain the analogous electrical circuit using a force current analogy. So I will just copy this particular table. Okay. So now I need to use force current analogy, right? So for that purpose, now you tell me if the spring element is there, K is there, so that will be replaced by which element?
1 by L.
Right. So like that way, I will just mention like this. So inductance, right? Similarly, the damping will be by the resistor. This M will be by C. Force by current. Okay, then I will draw that here. Okay, so force by current. So instead of that, I will use a current source here, I. Then for a K spring, there will be the inductance. So I'm using the inductor L1. Then instead of mass, capacitor. So C1.
Sir, K1 should be replaced by 1 by L1, na?
But that is inductor only, na?
Yes.
So representing, I have given that as L1 element, right? That value will be like that only. Then just a minute. Okay. Now the B will be by resistance, right? Damping element. Then M2 by C2. Then K2. Okay. Yeah, right. So this is the analogous electrical circuit. We have used force current analogy to convert that into this particular circuit. Okay. So like this way you can convert such a mechanical system into electrical system. Okay. Have you understood? Any doubt? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us see the example number 4. So here they have asked about obtain the electrical analogous circuit based on the force voltage analogy, right? So here I have applied the force current analogy because this is a nodal circuit, right? So you can directly convert that into electrical parallel system using a force current analogy. So I have directly applied the force current analogy here. But here they have asked that we want an electrical analogous circuit based on the force voltage analogy. So even if you form the mechanical nodal circuit here, like this example, you need to convert that mechanical nodal circuit into first electrical parallel system using a force current analogy. And as you have studied in circuit theory, how to convert a electrical parallel system into electrical series system, right? Uh, Dual networks, right? You have seen how to convert the electrical parallel system into electrical series system using dual network terminology, right? So first I will draw the analogous nodal circuit for this nodal system for this mechanical system. So first, how many displacements are there? There are two displacements, x2 and x1. Okay. So I will take two principal nodes, x2 and x1, and one reference node. So x2, x1, principal reference node. So so if you see this M1, this is between X1 and reference node. So okay, so then this is P1 between X2 and X1. Then this is B2 between X1 and reference. Yes, and force is right. Then M2. Then spring element K between X2 and reference. Okay, so after and force is applied on this particular mass, external force, right? So it will be F. Now convert this particular thing into force current analogy into electrical circuit using force current analogy. So just we copy this. So K will be L. And then M2 will be C2. And then B will be R.
Sir,
So there is
sir,
force voltage analogy.
force voltage.
Yes, right, force voltage only, but this is a nodal circuit, right? So first we will convert that into a force current analogy and then we will take a dual of it. This is the nodal circuit, na? So that's why parallel systems are there. So I'm converting that into force, I'm converting that into first parallel electrical circuit using a force current analogy, right? And then I will take a dual of that electrical circuit. So I will get force voltage analogy based analogous circuit. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So M1 is C1. And then B. Okay, so is it right? Okay, ठीक है. So I will just use. So do you know how to create a dual network? In circuit theory you may have studied, right? How to create a dual network for this particular network? So here you can see, to convert this particular to find out the dual network for this particular electrical system, we need to consider node inside these loops. Okay, then one reference node, ground. So what is the dual of capacitor? Okay, 1 by RC. Right, so this is for dual network. Okay, so I will just make a connection between these nodes. So what is the dual of C? Capacitor, that will be inductor, right? So here inductor will be there. Then similarly, dual of this capacitor will be also inductor. And dual of resistance will be 1 by R2. So that will be resistance only, right? So I have to draw that. Then dual of this current source will be the voltage source, right? Okay, here mistakenly I have drawn the node. So that will be voltage source, right? And dual of this inductor will be capacitor. Yeah. So this element is remained. Resistor only. Right? So in such a way we got the dual of this network. So we just need to draw now. Okay. So this will be the C, right? So L2, L1, R2, R1. Okay. So this is the dual. Is it right? I have formed the dual like this. You must have solved these circuits in circuit theory. Is this dual right? Okay. So this is analogous circuit based on force voltage analogy. Is this dual right? Have you understood? Any doubt is there? Okay. How to form a dual of particular circuit? You just need to take a node inside these loops. Okay. If the element is in parallel, you need to take in series. The dual of C will be the inductor L. Similarly, the dual of resistance will be the conductance. But I have taken, so that will be one type of resistance only. That's why I have taken this resistance like this. Okay. Similarly, if you talk about this capacitance, okay, just need to make a connection between these elements. If there is a parallel connection, so there will be the series. So like this way, if parallel is there. Have you understood this point? Can we proceed? Anyone? If you
Yes.
don't understand, hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is an analogous circuit based on force voltage analogy. Okay? ठीक है. So any doubt, if any doubt is there, you can ask me. Okay? If any doubt is there, you can ask me. ठीक. So write the differential. Let us consider the example number 5. Write the differential equation governing the mechanical system shown in figure. Okay. So mechanical rotational system they have given, and they are asking about find out the differential equation. Okay, which models this particular mechanical system. So here also you can apply the nodal terminology, right? So there will be two angular displacements, theta 1 and theta 2. So you will consider those as a principal node, and one reference node you will take, right? Okay. So can you solve this? Can you solve this?
Sir, we have to differentiate. We have to write the differential equation for that mechanical system or electrical.
Mechanical. They have given in question. Write the differential equation governing the mechanical system. So similarly here also. Hello.
Then why it needs to be take that reference node and all?
No, you can draw the free body diagram also, but if you take this, but you can find the nodal equivalent system, nodal mechanical equivalent system for this, and you can just apply the nodal. You can just calculate the nodal equation, and those nodal equation will give the mathematical modeling of this system, So I am not saying they convert into analogous system, but this is also a way. Without drawing the free body diagram, you can calculate like this. So I am taking theta 1. You can calculate the differential equation and one reference node. Okay. So here there will be J1. There will okay. So just apply the nodal equation at those points. Okay. So like this way you can form the equations. If there is a more complex mechanical system, so at that time this method will be helpful to find out the differential equation. That's why I'm telling like this. Okay. So like this way you can find out. Now let us consider the example number 6. Consider the following mechanical system shown in the diagram and determine the analogous electrical circuit using force current analogy. Okay. So can you solve this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just try it. And whatever the answer is there, you can just post it in chat box. So how many displacement are there? So how many principal nodes will be there in this particular system?
2.
How to?
2.
Okay, so with 2 displacement, this problem can be solved. Okay, just you try it. Try to draw the nodal equivalent system. You just try to draw it, then you will understand. Okay, let us consider this diagram. Now, in this damper element and this spring element, how will be the connection? Means between the how you can connect these two elements between these two nodes.
And answer also for M1 there is not a reference node. No?
Reference node is there next. M1 is under the displacement of x1.
I mean between the reference node There should be reference node, na? Um,
Displacement at two ends of the springs will be different, right? Okay. So displacement at this end will be different and displacement at this end will be different between this damper element and this spring element. Okay. So whenever you found such a connection, you need to take one dummy displacement. Okay. So here I am taking one dummy displacement. Okay. So at this point, I can take a dummy displacement. So displacement at two ends of the spring will be different, but if you consider the mass, that will be the same. So I am taking a dummy displacement x here. So dummy displacement. Okay. So now there will be three principal nodes. X2, X and X1 and one reference node. Okay. So if you consider this diagram here, this B2, K2 and M2 comes under the displacement of X2. Okay. One end is connected to the reference. So here so there will be mass M2, then damping element, okay, so that is P2, and then there is a spring K2. Okay, now between X2 and X, B12 is there, damping element. Between X and X1, K12 is there, right? And between X2 and X1, K1 is there. So उसको मैं ऐसे ठीक है उसको थोड़ा साइड में so X2, yeah, so this is a K1. अभी X1 के अंडर M1, right? फोर्स किसको अप्लाइड है M1 को, so X1. Okay, so this is the what do we say, nodal equivalent nodal system, nodal diagram of that system. Okay, now you know how to convert this into analogous circuit, electrical analogous circuit using force to current analogy. Okay, so just use this and convert. So FI analogy only they have asked, right? So that will be, so I start from this point. There will be a current source instead of F, instead of M there will be the capacitor C1, then instead of K12 there will be L12, instead of B12 there will be R12, C2, P2 R2 and then K2 L L2. Okay, so here one element is remain, right? So that is K1. Okay, so this is a electrical analogous system. Okay, so like this way you can find out. ठीक है? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Can we proceed?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us see the example number 7. I think you can solve it. Instead of translational system, rotational system is given. They ask that the mechanical system consists of two discs and which have a damping between them. So this is a damping element, and so for this system you need to determine the equivalent mechanical network and equivalent analogous electrical network. Okay, so these two networks you need to define. So here you can take angular displacement as a principal node when you want to find out the equivalent mechanical network. Okay, so you can just take it and okay, you solve it. So take theta 1 and theta 2 then theta 3. Okay, just connect. Okay, so इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर एक रेफरेंस नोड लेंगे उसको. So B1 damping element. Okay, damping element है P1 B2. Then this is between. Okay. ठीक है, now use a torque current analogy and solve it. What happened? Okay, use a torque current analogy here and okay, now it's selected. and convert into electrical system. Okay.